if you're not familiar with the wayfair conspiracy theory, you ought to look it up. There's so much to it. It's hard to explain. You kind of have to see it yourself to get a full grasp on it. But I thought it was absolutely ridiculous when I first saw it, until I saw that the head of operations, the president of operations, I just blanked on his name, but he was in a picture. It's Bill Hutcherson, that's right. He was in a picture with Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's right hand partner in crime. And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, then there's probably some truth to this. But if you're not familiar with what's going on, that's crazy. What's going on with that is that there's these cabinets that they're selling on Wayfair, and couches and pillows that are just absurdly priced, like way, way, way beyond what they should be priced. And the items have the name of victims that have been missing recently. And that is just really, really weird. And
that sounds kind of creepy. Weird.
And then the pricing is just, it doesn't make any sense. And then you'll see it, and the same item is like way less than that. And so, and they even said, like, you take the item number, and there's like this website or something in Russia, and you put it in there, and a bunch of underage children and like inappropriate photos of underage children pops up. And I mean, it's just so crazy, man. So is it true? I don't know. It's pretty far-fetched, but I thought, man, this is just so, like, if that is real and they were able to pull something off like that, that would just blow my mind. And it doesn't really surprise me these days. You ever heard the term hiding in plain sight? Yeah. Sometimes that's just how people pull things off, is they put it right in front of you and then you just overlook it. So, I mean, you got these investigators looking at the dark web and the most obvious places, and they never even imagine, like, the biggest human trafficking trade is on these websites. So I don't know. People are really torn by it. You don't know if it's true. And I think it's kind of interesting that broke. And I mean, it wasn't just a random conspiracy like this. Yesterday was all over the place. It was trending all over Twitter. It was insane. But I thought it was kind of convenient how Ghislaine, I think that's how you say her name, Maxwell, got arrested a few weeks ago, and then all of a sudden this comes out. So did she tip them off? Did she say something about that they were doing that? And that's how this all came about? I don't know. But that would be crazy, dude.
That
if it came out to be true, that would just blow my mind.
That would be.
But the truth of it is, okay, if we just, look beyond that, there is crazy stuff going on, and there's pedophiles that are preying on children and holding them as slaves. And, you got to think all these children that get kidnapped, and women, and even, boys, and where do they go? I mean, some of them you find their bodies, find them missing. Some you find that they were just lost. And then others were actually, I think, smuggled over the border and sold as slaves, and these high profile people that think they're untouchable, like Prince Andrew, and, people just as powerful as him, famous movie stars and directors and lawyers and politicians, like well-known politicians. And they all think that they're untouchable. And it's just kind of sad. I'm tired of these people winning because they have a whole bunch of money. So hopefully justice can finally be served, that these evil human beings that are unfortunately on this planet, that are torturing these little children, these women, they need to be put to death. That's my opinion. Just hang them. If it's found that they did it with all certainty, why should they live on this earth for doing that? And these children need to be rescued and brought back to their family that loves them. And
they'll never be the same. But
it's much better for them to be in the arms of their parents that love them than these monsters, evil, despicable, lower than dirt human beings. I don't even want to call them human beings. They're just evil. You know, anyone that could hurt a child and do the things that they've done to children for pleasure is just despicable. So, and Jeffrey Epstein, yep, that's how I feel. Dang, man. So, but that, the day of justice is coming. It is definitely coming. Even if it's not now, I believe that God is going to, he has control and he sees everything. And so these people can't hide forever. Even if they have a whole bunch of money and fame, it's all going to come crashing down for them.